What's going on? Ricardo Hamilton, aka Crypto Rick, constantly, continuously, consistently building wealth in precious metal assets and cryptocurrency. Look, I'm in transition, but I wanted to go live real quick because I plan on going live later on tonight. I was listening to Grant Cardone, right? And he talked about 10x. And I'm so fired up right now because while millions of people are unemployed, for those who plugging into systems of leverage, taking that cash and turning them liabilities into assets, finna build massive wealth right now. I know a lot of people see the market selling off, cryptos is selling off, and even gold and silver taking a dip. Trust and believe that this is the time that you need to be acquiring assets while they're going down. You need to be turning that cash into assets that are going to continue to increase in value and appreciate. And most people might not be aware of all of the opportunities that are out there right now. I mean, when 2020 started, right? Let me roll this window up here so you guys can hear me. When 2020 started, all right, we had the coronavirus, we had the market crashing, unemployment is going up, and then out of nowhere, all these opportunities to build wealth, to leverage platforms, to make money popped up out of nowhere, right? And a lot of people have been able to create an income for themselves that they wasn't able to create before. Personally, even myself, when saving in physical silver, right, I'm able to create a residual income that is a minimum about $1,000 a week. And I'm listening to Grant Cardone. He said, if you're making $1,000 a week, you need to 10x it. You need to make it to $10,000 a week, right? If you're making $10,000 a month, you need to figure out how you can make it to $100,000 a month. And how do you do that? You help more people, right? So I've been helping more people, and now I'm in position to get a minimum of $600 a month bonus on top of what I've been making in residual. And that's just with one platform. That's just with one system where I'm exchanging my cash, which is trash, for an asset that continues to increase in value, which is precious metals and cryptocurrency, right? And so same thing with those who leverage in smart contracts like Forsage. Some people have known, and I gotta do a video soon with my brother Larry because he's just killing it. He stayed consistent and he's been killing the Forsage. And I took a pause because I was trying to do something greater with it, but we're still earning. We're still earning. People know my account in Forsage 6075, over $70,000 earned in Ethereum through the Forsage smart contract. Still earning, still getting paid in Forsage, right? And when I listened to Grant Cardone, you know, he was talking about, you know, putting them dollars to work. You gotta put your dollars to work for you. Don't hold on to cash, especially now. If you're hearing this message, you have to understand that that cash is being dumped on Wall Street right now. The value of the dollar is getting hit. They're killing the dollar right now. The dollar has lost 98% plus of its purchasing power, and it's worse. And it's just a matter of time before the cash that you want to be able to use to leverage to build wealth, you won't be able to do that anymore. Because the assets that you're trying to acquire are going to be out of touch for you. They're going to be out of reach. The prices are going to be too high, right? And so I get excited. I'm really excited because, you know, the only thing that's constant is change, and more opportunities are coming my way that I can share with people to leverage to build wealth that are working. And I'm looking at two things right now that got me so fired up. I'm gonna go live tonight and just touch on it, and I plan on going live tonight and just touching on it a little bit, right? But I've been plugging in with some real influential, you know, leaders from different organizations, and we got some programs, systems of leverage, where we're going to continue to build massive wealth, still dealing with precious metals, right? And the other one's dealing with cash, right? And the whole thing about the cash is for you to be able to turn a liability like cash into an asset, you first got to have cash. But more importantly than cash, just having cash or even an asset, in my opinion, is cash flow. You got to have cash flow. If you're trying to trade your time in for money, that's a losing game. If you're holding on to cash, that's a losing game, because all you're going to do is spend it. You want to I try to hold on to as little cash as possible. I keep enough cash in the bank to pay the bills that come out, and any other cash I got, I'm plugging it into DeFi, I'm plugging it into smart contracts, I'm plugging it into more gold and silver. You got to put, and then of course real estate's coming next. But I want to get that good, consistent cash flow coming in, right? So if I got 1,000 a week minimum coming in from one platform, I want to figure out how can I take that money and now turn it into $10,000 a week and go to the next level with it. And so now there are more systems that are coming my way that I'm able to leverage and use right now and share with other people, because the whole thing is that a lot of people, folks, I just posted something on my Facebook page as well just the other day about the mass evictions. Evictions are going on right now. You know, people are losing their job. A lot of these companies, I just saw, what was it, American Airlines or JetBlue, one of them, they're getting a injection of capital, about a $1.6 billion or so, but they're laying off their employees, right? The people are getting laid off. So if you're not looking, and I know most of the people who are watching the stream, they already hip. Most of the people, but I'm getting new followers every single day, new subscribers every single day. People see me on one podcast or this channel with somebody else, and they're wondering, you know, what is this brother doing? How is he building wealth? Because they hear the knowledge that I'm speaking in regards to the economy and the financial system, and helping hundreds, thousands of people understand where we are in the economy and how to plug into systems of wealth to build leverage, right? So obviously we're going to continue to consistently save in physical silver, continue to consistently save in physical gold, and I'm excited about these new platforms. I'm telling you guys, I've been looking at the comp plan, I'm looking at the simplicity of it, I'm looking at the credibility and the track record and who's involved in it. Trust and believe that everybody that you know is doing multiple deals. And what I mean by that, you never put all your eggs in one basket, right? You never put all your eggs in one basket. So you have to have your money in different avenues, different places to where it's working for you, right? You wouldn't have all your money in stocks, because what happens when the stock market go down? Your money goes down, right? The value of your portfolio goes down. And now, like Grant Cardone was talking about, fear kicks in. You do not want to have an emotional decision with money. An emotional decision with money will always set you up, right? You have to have logic, and I get having hope and faith, but some things, yeah, that's right, son, you must diversify. You have to have a well-diversified portfolio. And on this journey to building wealth, and as we're listening to wealthy people and a lot of people sharing information about Warren Buffett buying gold mining companies, right? Diversified in their portfolio. He never liked gold, but he said, you know what? Because of the indication that I'm seeing in the banking sector, I better diversify more into physical gold. Or he actually bought the mining stocks. But for us, we want that physical asset. You want to hold on to that physical asset, because if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Straight up. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Right? And so that's why, you know, I get excited about systems of leverage where people can save money in physical assets that are massively undervalued, that are going to continue to gain and appreciate during the collapse of this system. I mean, it's over, folks. A lot of people don't realize that the American dream, the American economy is over. The system is over, because it was all based on debt. It's all based on a lie. It's a rigged market. And so the world is waking up to that, and they no longer want to tie themselves to the dollar. So the people here in America who are waking up are going to build massive wealth, but there's a lot of people that need help, folks. And Grant Cardone, in that short video I had on my Facebook page, he talked about, well, how do you 10x your money? You know, the last guy said I had $3,000, and he said, you know, Grant, what should I do with it? He said, get rid of it. You got to get rid of the cash, folks. The cash is trash. Get rid of the cash and turn it into somewhere where it's going to make you some money, where it's going to gain you some interest. Get rid of the cash. If you sit on $1,000, get rid of it. Don't hold on to it. It's losing value. An expense is going to come up, and you're going to end up spending it. You're going to end up fixing your car, or something's going to come up, or you'll justify it and say, you know what? I've been saving this long. I got this much up. I need to treat myself, right? And this is not the time. This is not the time for that. This is the time where if you have cash, you put it to work for you. You got a Jackson, you got a Benjamin, you got a Grant, you got a Franklin, whatever you got, you have to put it to work for you. And you continue to put it into systems that are and assets that are going to put it to work for you. Right? So he told the brother, he said, look, you got $3,000, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Right? And so right now, a lot of people don't know, there's so many platforms, so many systems in cryptocurrency where they're gaining interest just by staking your coins. Right? Just from staking alone. We're talking about, you see, the economy is changing too as well. A lot of ways to build money. I ain't even talking about recruiting. Ain't talking about recruiting. We're talking about putting your cash, which is trash, putting it somewhere where it's going to gain some interest for you, where it's going to outpace inflation, where over time you are building wealth, right? And while you're doing that, so while your cash, that cash which is trash, while you're putting it somewhere where it's appreciating and holding its value, you have to help more people. You have to have more cash flow, more streams of income. Let's say multiple streams of income, right? Multiple streams of income, because what happens when that one stream dries up? And I'm not talking about multiple streams of income from one company, because that's still a liability. You don't want to have one company slow down. Your money slow down, and now you're scrambling looking for another stream of income. You should never lock yourself in that position. That's something that I've learned. I'll never lock myself in position to where I'm relying on multiple streams of income from one company, right? Or one opportunity, or one system of leverage, right? Because unfortunately, sometimes things don't go always as planned. Hey Liz, how you doing? Right? So, to help more people, figure out how you can help more people. I look at a lot of people today, you know, and some of the youth, and I be wondering, like, don't they know that all they got to do is just study something? Like, get good at something. Study a particular subject and teach it. You know, teach it on social media, teach it on YouTube, and then create a little income on YouTube, and take that income and then put it into another system, another platform, another system of leverage, right? Learn something and then teach it, and then, you know, charge people for it. Do something, but create an income for yourself that's not derived from you trading your time for a job. Create cash flow for yourself where you have implemented a system. That's what residual income is. Residual income is doing something one time and continuing to get paid for it. I get residual income from Quicksilver. I get residual income from Quicksilver. Why? Because people have saved their money in silver, and every time they save in silver, I get paid. Well, why are they saving in silver? Because they see it as an asset that continues to increase in value, the most undervalued asset, and it's how you build wealth. It's one of the assets you have in your portfolio to build wealth, right? And so if you see that and other people see that, you share that information. We have to help more people, folks. And we're talking about 10X, we got to help more people. That's it. How do you grow your income? Help more people. And the better that you understand what it is that you're trying to convey to somebody, the more income you'll make, because you'll be able to articulate yourself better, and the better you get at asking questions, right? Because people really don't want to be sold on something, but a lot of times people will sell themselves if you ask the right questions. You know, I got a business partner, he'll always ask somebody, you know, how do you stop inflation? Or how do you combat inflation? Right? It's a great conversation starter, right? But the point is, it's a question that gets them thinking about money, finance, or even learning what inflation is. Some people don't even know what inflation is or deflation, right? So it's stroking that conversation with somebody, and then you having the information, but not throwing the information down their throat, but because you know the information, you're asking the right questions that are going to lead to them looking for what you have. You know what I mean? Because you got the answers. A lot of people who follow this stream, you already know this information. You plugged in saving in gold. You plugged in saving in silver. You plugged in the smart contracts and cryptocurrency, right? And now it's just a lot of different platforms, even with Susus and different things. Now, what's really got me excited is the new era Black Wall Street. And I'm going to talk a little bit, not too much on it. I just want to throw that term out there and let you know it's an investment group, right? New era Black Wall Street, right? And so I'm looking at this, with all three eyes, right? The third eye, the two eyes, and because it's a lot of things that come my way. People send me stuff all the time, and if you send me something, I look at it, and I evaluate it, but I have to go through my process of things. But I do try to be aware of everything that's possible, especially now, because not everything is not for everybody. There are people who don't believe in gold and silver. They think it's a old metal. It's archaic. It's a rock. It has no value. There are people who are looking maybe for the future of money in cryptos, or there are people who still believe in cash and want to get that cash mindset up. That cash flow up, right? So you just want to be that person that asks good questions. Hey, have you ever thought about making, additional streams of income? Of course, have you ever thought about, like my friends say, how do you stop inflation? Or, just ask them posing questions, because you know the answers. You know the answers. Do you want 0.025% on your savings, or would you have like to got 50% on your savings this year? Well, I would like to have gotten 50% in savings this year. Well, why haven't you saved in silver? Or, you know what I'm saying? Just really saving silver. How do I do that? You know what I'm saying? And then you send them the link, or whatever platform it is that you have. But on your mind, this is the message that I want to share for today. On your mind should be, how do I 10x my money? How do I increase my cash flow? How do I diversify myself to where, regardless of what happens in this economy, all right, regardless of what happens in this, I got crypto assets in different platforms where I'm gaining interest. I'm holding different coins. I'm not sticking with one thing, right? Because something might not fall through. And then even, of course, I've been thinking lately about the internet and blockchain, and some people say obviously they can't hack. Nobody can hack the blockchain, right? Nobody can hack the blockchain, but if you don't have access to internet, you don't have access to your crypto. And I do know for a fact that the government has the power to shut down the internet, right? And they'll blame it on something else. It'll be another 9/11 type event or whatever have you, and they probably shut down the internet. And they'll only allow certain websites. We're gonna have kids accounts on the internet. Everybody got a child account. They're only gonna allow you to go on certain websites, and then they'll make it illegal for you to only use certain cryptocurrencies. Now, of course, a lot of people say that might not happen. Of course, there'll be a revolution, or the people will fight against something like that, which I agree, right? But there's no telling the links that the government is gonna go to try to manipulate and control the masses. They're not just gonna give up power, right? But one thing we know for sure is that the dollar is dead. The dollar is dead. We're literally, it's on life support. It's been dead. They got it hooked up to the machine. They just ain't pulled the plug. And people are waking up that the dollar's dead. And that's why it's being dumped right now. That's why they're printing trillions of dollars. That's why the banks aren't loaning to each other, and they have to print $1 trillion a night in the repo market, and they're rigging the whole system. So this is the most significant time in history to make sure that a wealthy family comes from you. All right, building wealth in real assets, using system of leverage, and I'm a testimony of it, right? Because I've been helping people, thousands of people. I've been helping people acquire KBCs, right? I've been helping people acquire KCBs. I've been helping people through the Caribbean Exchange and helping them trade and leverage when me and Brother Ramon was doing the class. I've been helping people in Forsage earn Ethereum, helping people even with SmartBit, getting paid in Bitcoin, right? And so you just want to help people the best you can. And I encourage people to do more live streams. Do more live streams, right? Like, try to reach the masses, because they're going to wake up. It's inevitable. People are going to have to wake up because the system is getting worse, but it's getting better for us. And so I'm excited. So I'm going to go. I plan on going live tonight because I'm looking at 2 systems right now that are just mind-blowing, not only in the comp plan, but also on the physical asset acquisition side. And it's very exciting because I know that the system works, and I know that we're dealing with assets. So this is Ricardo Hamilton, aka Crypto Rick, constantly, continuously, consistently building wealth in precious metal assets and cryptocurrency. Get back to the person that shared this video with you. Most likely they're saving in silver, right? There are people right now in the company. We're about to max out this comp plan. We got people at level, there's only 24 levels in Quicksilver. I'm at level 22. There's only 24 levels in the comp plan. I'm at level 22. I'm sure they're going to enhance it. They're already enhancing it. They're going to release some information next week or this week coming up in regards to the enhancements of the compensation plan, more money. All right. So I'm already, most of you guys know, I haven't decided yet, folks, on the car or taking the I'm guessing it's either $600 or more in a bonus check I get every single month from Quicksilver. That's right, $600 bonus every single month. Now, the beautiful thing about what I did find out is that I will have a choice. I don't have to make a decision right now. I can decide to get the car 4 months from now, 6 months from now, right? So I probably might take the cash and put that cash to work, because there's so many platforms out here that I can 10x my money, right? There's so many platforms out here where I can 10x my money. And then I might go ahead and just get the Lambo, right? But I'm gonna have my cash flow buy the Lambo. I'm not gonna buy the Lambo. I'm gonna have the cash flow buy the Lambo, right? So that's the opportunity that we have right now with these system of leverage, and we sharing information. And trust, more and more people gonna be looking for opportunity. More and more people, as massive unemployment continues to hit, and as the economy continues to get shaken up, and as the dollar continues to lose value, and people are going to realize, man, I need something more than this job. This job ain't doing it. And they're going to have to step outside the box. You got to get outside your comfort zone. You got to get outside your comfort zone. All right? You got to get outside your comfort zone. All right? And yes, you have to expose yourself. You're going to help some people. And let me say this too. A lot of people are not going to like you. A lot of people are not going to like what you're doing. Right? Because you're different. You're forcing people to reflect on themselves and what they're doing in regards to their business and their money and how they view reality, you know. But you have to take it all in, and you have to be prepared for it, right? And so it's exciting. It's exciting because we're building generational wealth. We're helping a lot of people. Don't focus on the people who don't like you, all right? Don't care about those people. Just keep helping people. Because you're going to have some people who ain't going to like you. You know, I share a lot of free information. I get this information out for free. And I plug people into systems, and people don't like that. They only liked it when I gave free information when they was able to make money off of my information. But because it's a platform that they can't make money off of, or I don't like his information anymore. You know, people love you when they're making money for you, or when you're making money for them. And then as soon as they not making money off you no more, you know, they don't like you no more. But that's the nature of human beings. Don't focus on that. You focus on keep helping people. This is Ricardo Hamilton, aka Crypto Rick, constantly, continuously, consistently building wealth in precious metal assets and cryptocurrency. I'm going to catch you guys on the next live stream. I'm out. Peace.